If you've missed your mechanics lien deadline, getting paid could be an uphill battle. Leveraging lien rights is the most powerful way to force payment in construction, but missing a deadline doesn't mean it's time to give up hope. Here are a few things you can do to maximize your chance of getting paid. The first thing to do is to check if you've actually missed the deadline. It may sound ridiculous, but hear me out. Mechanics lien deadlines can be tricky to calculate, and sometimes you may still be within your lien deadline even though it doesn't seem that way. It's worth double checking. For example, let's say you're a concrete supplier on a California residential project and you finished supplying concrete about 3 months ago. You're still not paid yet, and now you might feel like you're approaching that 90-day mechanics lien deadline and need to file a lien. But here's a plot twist. In California, the deadline to file a lien is actually 90 days from the completion of the entire project, not from when you last furnished your labor or materials. So, if your project is lengthy, you might have a lot longer than you thought to file a lien. We're not saying it would be a good idea to delay filing a lien, but it could be worth it to double check if you think that deadline might be passing. Additionally, some states have a two-part or multiple mechanics lien deadlines. Here's another example. Imagine you're the same concrete supplier, but this time you're working in Illinois. If you file a lien within 4 months of the completion of the project, your lien will be effective against the original owner and against any subsequent owner of that property, including those that purchased the property before the lien is filed. But if you file the lien within up to 2 years from the completion of the project, the lien will still be effective as long as the property isn't sold before the lien gets filed. So, if the 4-month deadline is missed, there's still a serious protection as long as the lien is filed within 2 years and before the home is sold. Now, if you've double checked your lien deadline and you have indeed missed it, here are a few more payment recovery options to consider. One option may be to send a simple invoice reminder. Invoice reminders are just like they sound. They're a formal reminder that your invoice remains open and unpaid, despite being overdue. If there's any hope for keeping the relationship with your customer in a good place, an invoice reminder can be useful to prod the customer into paying what's owed while also strengthening that relationship. Opting for more serious measures will often be warranted and even appropriate, but invoice reminders could still be a valuable route. Turning up the heat with a payment demand letter may lead to payment too. Even if lien rights are lost, other legal claims could be available if you've gone unpaid. Drafting a letter that shows you know your legal rights and that you aren't afraid to use them will send a strong message to the customer. So, sending a demand letter which includes specific legal threats and sets a hard deadline for making payment may be enough to push your customer to do the right thing and pay you what you're owed. Next, litigation. Nobody likes a lawsuit, but litigation could still be on the table. The deadlines for lawsuits are much easier to comply with than the deadlines for liens. If your customer hasn't paid you what you're owed, there could be a litany of claims available. For example, depending on the situation, claims like breach of contract, unjust enrichment, claims under your state's prompt payment laws, retainage claims, and many others might be on the table. Plus, if it's a smaller payment claim, then going to small claims court may even be an option. That will help keep court costs to a minimum, speed up the timeline for the dispute, and keep lawyers out of it. Alternatively, if you have an internal or external collections department or partner, you can send in the claim early in the process along with all the available supporting information, and that could yield good results. Sending the debt to collections isn't always a great option, but they're literally pros at that part of the job. Ultimately, the best way to avoid these less favorable options is to have a thorough understanding of your mechanics lien deadlines. Calculating those deadlines can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be that way. Tools are available online, like Levelset, which make understanding your lien rights easier, empowering you to make the right decisions for your business. If you want to find out how you can automate your payment recovery process, give us a call or chat with us live today. If you have more questions about mechanics liens and construction payment, our network of licensed construction attorneys and other industry experts are here to help at no cost to you. Just visit levelset.com and get your questions answered today for free. And remember, payment help is here.